Hi everyone, it's Sherry here. I just thought I'd better drop in again so it doesn't get too late and people don't think I'm well because they haven't heard from me. Anyways, is the obstacle the way? Perhaps. What do you think about that? Drop a comment below and let us know what you think. I just had something happen the last weekend. I was writing an email sequence and running it through, hi Mike, running it through some templates. And I know I could, hi Krista, I know I could save the template. I learned how to do that. It was showing me how. I had a nice pretty little header with links on it, body of a letter, and I had signatures and I had a whole bunch of stuff. And I'd save it, and with all the links I had on the bottom of it, took me over half an hour per email to get the templates done up. But why couldn't I turn around and use that template for my next email? That just boggled my mind that I couldn't do it. So anyways, that was yesterday. It was just driving me a little crazy. And I thought, okay, fine, just leave it. So I did it the hard way, the manual way. It took me 3-4 times as long as it should have to do these emails. And I had to do 18 and I was only on number 9. So I thought, well, what the heck? I am going to drop an email into support, explain what I need, and get them to tell me how. And I did that before I went to bed last night, and I figured, well, I'll get a response by today sometime. So they did respond, and they asked me to give them further detail. So I did, point by point, and they dropped me a video and showed me how to do it. I was missing 2 little steps. I just had to click this button and click that button, and now I have this email template that I can pull in for all my 18 emails, and all I have to do is change the body, change the main part of it, and all the rest that took so much time, they're already there. But the cool thing is I have copies of all my emails because on the system I'm learning, a lot of us have trouble with follow-up. We have friends, we have business acquaintances, and we mean to follow up and life gets in the way and we forget to follow up on them. Hi Hartley, hi Bob, hi Lee. And when we forget to follow up, it's not intentional, it just life gets in the way. So the cool thing on this is when somebody gives us their emails, then we can follow up and see if we have something that they're interested in. They may or they may not. And then the key with when you're sending out emails or even messages or whatever, don't take it personally whether they decide to buy or not. It may be their time, it may not be their time. They may be where you are in your world, or they may be way behind like you were 2 years ago. I was laughing because I found out how to do it. My mentor didn't know. And she turned around and said, can you email that to me? And I'm laughing. This is a woman that has wrote programs, coaching programs, and has membership sites and all this. She's done it for years. And she was saying, well, send it to me. And then because they'd done a video on how to do it, if somebody else has that same stumbling block, we now know how. So it's kind of cool. So is the obstacle away for my emails? And now I can whip off one of those emails in 5 minutes because the template is set, it's done. And I'm going to read your comment, but I can't read it when I'm talking, Mike. Can you imagine that? Hi, Romeo. And so a lot of us have trouble with doing Facebook Lives. It's scary. You should have seen me 3 years ago. Some people say I do so good at them now. 3 years ago, I wasn't. I was scared out of my mind, but I just did them. And I babbled about nothing. And the neat thing is, when I'm sitting here talking to you, you're getting to know me. I might be reading off my script. Like yesterday, I was trying to read off my blog. And today, I'm just ad-libbing it. I'm being a 4-H'er. I'm doing an impromptu. Hopefully they're not marking me, but if they do, I don't care because that's their issue, not mine. So anyways, those Facebook Lives, they're kind of cool. I'm doing this Facebook Live now. I'm going to turn around and do my Facebook Live. I'm going to download it. I'm going to turn it into a YouTube video. I'm going to turn it into a Vimeo video. I could throw it in a blog, in my blog post. I can repurpose it. I can turn around and put my voice in a podcast, which I have to set up yet. I haven't done that yet. And I can turn around and take what I said and I could write it out, or I could have someone write it out. The cool thing is, if you don't know how to do something, and you don't have to know how to do everything, who has the time? If you don't know how to do something, find somebody that does. And if that's their passion, they can do it for you at a fraction of what it would have cost you. Because remember, if you're sitting there learning it and it takes you 30 hours to learn how to do something, and they can do it in 5 minutes, your time's worth something. So reach out and find people to help you if that's what you need to do. Reach out to me and maybe I can help you along in your steps. I'm learning tons of stuff because I was told by another one of my mentors, one of the kings. He said to one of my downline, actually somebody I'm pretty close to, said to him, if you don't know how to do something and you need to know how to do it, go learn how to do it and get that skill. So for me, I wanted the skill to be able to reach more people from remote locations or smaller centers where there's not a lot of people, because that's where I come from, because I know a lot of us are in that same place. And even some people in the great big cities where people are all around them really are isolated. Because you can be just as isolated in a big city as you can out in the middle of nowhere in the country. You know, sometimes it's just scared to get out there. So, anyways, if any of my babbling has made sense to you and you want to ask me anything, you gotta get scary and you gotta go onto my profile and push that button and send me a... I'm taking a challenge. It's on day 2. We've done a pre-training week right last week on belief, and now we're getting down and we're learning some nitty-gritty on building this stuff. And as I learn it, I've got one of my little funnel things working already, and it's proving to me it works. Now I'm going to build another one and fine-tune it more so I can bring it to you. Hi, Rachel. So anyways, I better get babbling off here because, you know, I can ramble on. And I will read your comments and send you messages back. So, and I think I'm late for a Zoom that I want to jump on. Bye, everyone. Have a fabulous night.